Hi, welcome back with our special guest today, Mike Beam and Dr. Wynn Moore. And one of the things, Dr. Moore, I wanted to ask you, because of all we've heard across the country with obesity, it seems to be forefront of everyone's mind right now. What kind of challenges are faced with overweight patients or obese patients?
Well, there's two challenges or two sides of that. The first is the general medical condition of the patient. Mm-hmm. When patients are overweight, much like myself, we tend to have other problems, heart disease, diabetes. Mm-hmm. So that gives us a challenge because when you add the weight problem and diabetes, you also increase infection rates around surgery. You increase the potential for cardiac events around surgery. So that's a challenge. As far as the actual surgery, I don't find it any more difficult, to be honest with you, to actually do the surgery. There's always been a difference of opinion in the American surgical groups pertaining to should you or should you not perform a total knee or a total hip on someone who's overweight. Mm-hmm. The concept was that, well, the rate of complications is a little higher, plus are they going to wear it out? Or maybe they should lose 50 pounds before they do it. Well, most patients in that situation can't lose 50. They can't walk.
They're in a catch-22.
To ask someone to go lose 50 pounds to come back and have a joint replaced is somewhat, ridiculous because they can't do it.
Right.
So I think you have to be honest with the patient. As we've talked about, you have to explain that there are increased complication rates here. We'll do this. We want you to lose weight after we get this done. But interestingly enough, there's not a tremendous volume of studies out there to show exactly how much the weight issue decreases the longevity of the implant. We've always thought that, if you have extra weight, then the
extra pressure
it's going to wear out early.
Sure.
Well, I think that's true, but we don't know how much. And I certainly don't think that you're cutting that joint, the life expectancy in half. So if you can get someone 12 to 13 years instead of 15 to 17, they've had and it's been great, hey, that's worth it. And considering they're now exercise and maybe lose some weight, I think it's, as long as everybody understands the potential problems, I think if they're ready to do that, it's worth giving them that opportunity.
I love that approach that you take. It's the whole package. You take the whole patient into consideration, and sounds like a wonderful care plan that you mentally and verbally express with the patient and say, okay, here's all your options, but here's what it could be down the road. This will give you the opportunity to lose that weight.
And we want you to participate in that.
Yes.
Here's what's coming down that is really frustrating American surgeons, and particularly orthopedists. And I don't want to call it Obamacare, because this is something that's been going on forever. Obamacare is a part of all this, but intermittently throughout the last 20 years, Medicare has popped up with new rules and regulations.
Everywhere.
that are solely designed to limit the number of people, they say it does it, but limit the number of people that get surgery, because that's the way they can decrease. Well, now we're having to document exactly what the patient can't do, exactly what they've done, which I've always done anyway, about what their disabilities are, what they have tried for their arthritis. But with this concept that possibly being overweight may decrease the longevity of the implant, it would not surprise me if our Medicare gurus don't stop us from doing those operations.
Wow.
Because it's all about saving money.
Yeah.
Here's the other side of the coin that's very frightening too. They look at everything we do, every complication, how long a person is in the hospital. If you have a 3.5 day length of stay versus a 3.2, you might get paid less. And this is I'm not exaggerating. This is just the way it is.
Yep.
If you have an unexpected complication and your numbers are a fraction of a percent above someone else's, you may not get paid as much. You may not be able to you may not participate. that's an extreme, but so here's what scares me the most, is that if a surgeon is looking at these numbers, and he knows these numbers are dictating whether he can get paid, what does he do?
Sure.
He stops doing the patients that really need it, the ones that, for example, their arthritis is so bad it's going to be tough to get a perfect result, because he knows that less than perfect result is going to ding him in the long run.
So he's going to play it real safe?
Exactly. So you might see a situation where only the best candidates are being operated on, and that's bad. That's very bad. We hope it doesn't come to that, but it certainly scares us.
Now, I can understand why. Absolutely, because everything you've just expressed is beyond belief true.
And it's all doctors. It's not just orthopedists.
No.
It's every physician
getting...
now is under a microscope, and it is no longer a patient-doctor relationship like it should be and used to be. It's all about the numbers that the government has, and even insurance companies. Now, don't just blame the federal government. They're looking at ways to cut costs. And so it's frightening that we may, by the surgeon or physician, choosing not to treat the patient based on not wanting to have a bad number. That's bad.
What a sad state of affairs for
hopefully it'll straighten
for our
itself
healthcare
out.
system.
I hope it will. The population will come to their senses and figure out
and
that
rise up.
Well, it's just we can't start isolating ourselves to just the perfect patient.
Yeah.
There's very few that are perfect, so we're going to basically limit because we're afraid to death that we're going to get a number that's bad, and all of a sudden we're getting 10% less reimbursement than the next guy because he never did anybody that never operated or took care of anybody that was a high-risk patient. We'll see.
Yeah, we're getting dictated to by those that should not be dictating.
Bureaucrats.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, I probably just got blackballed from Medicare totally with that if this gets to Washington, but hopefully not.
We'll keep it off.
Yeah, please do. Local only.
Local only.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to bring in, poor Mike's been sitting over here,
he'll catch
Dr.
up.
Moore.
That's the quietest I've been in months.
I'll tell
Isn't
you
that
what.
the truth?
You tell you what. Let's bring Mr. Mike in here and talk about what's going on in your world, Mike.
Oh, we're staying busy. Just everything with the orthopedic and cardiovascular service lines. We're hitting all cylinders. And a matter of fact, we've got a meeting with the docs on Thursday night. This coming Thursday night. So we're gonna spend some time with them and talk about numbers and yeah, and basically we fold them in and make sure they're helping us with our plans of care and make sure that we're treating their patients the best that we can.
And you're giving us the feedback that we need to know because that's what the powers that be are looking at.
It is a two-way street, and
the hospitals, they watch these numbers for us. I mean, we watch our own numbers, but they have employees that's what they do is look at these numbers, look at these percentages, these length of stays, and try to figure out how we can give the best patient care and still
meet those numbers.
Right. It's all about meeting the number.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep, we're all living with that these days.
Absolutely. And another thing, too, we're working with Dr. Moore in his office right now. They're going to have a forum on the anterior hip approach where Dr. Moore, I think you signed up for it. You're going to do it in mid-May.
Does he know about this prior?
Well, he does now.
I know all about it. I've been preparing for it.
Yeah, we've been talking about it a couple weeks, and their office, we're working with their office right now over at Beta Shed Center, or the Shed, they call it, I think.
Yep.
Sometime mid-May, and we're still nailing a date down. We're going to, he's going to do like a lunch and learn for the community and a good-sized event. We hope to have 120 people or so there.
Excellent.
Just
it's
a great opportunity.
We really need it here.
Absolutely, a great opportunity for him to, in depth and in detail, talk about this approach and other things as he finds necessary, but also give the population a chance to come in and ask very specific questions. And people just don't get that opportunity much to sit with a physician and say, hey, what about this?
I'm going to be in the
this
audience
is what
with
I'm
my
hearing,
osteoporosis.
And I think that's something that hopefully we'll get other physicians involved in, whether other orthopedists, other general surgeons, because every one of us all of us have a special I mean, a little area that we love to do, and,
Yep.
and we're a little different than just the average. And so it's a good thing for the community to see any and all of the doctors that will go
a
and
wonderful
present
idea.
their concepts and their thoughts about medicine.
Right.
What a better way to learn, about your doctor and listen to him, have time to talk about things other than I've got to rush through and see another one because numbers pay the bills,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to do that, and actually during the health fair, which I think is coming up April 24th and 5th.
24th and 25th.
24th and 25th out of the fairgrounds. They're going to have some information to hand out about that event.
That would be a good segue to go into the May, pick up some of the literature in April and take it with you to May and really ask the questions that you need to ask and kind of everything you've always wanted to know about your hips and joints and we're afraid to ask.
And ideally, I'd love to see us at the health fair be able to actually sign people up for the event that way.
Great idea.
Because it's going to be limited. I mean, 120 people and I don't know, several thousand people go through the health fair.
They sure do.
So
every year.
Shouldn't be very hard to get.
I don't
think
think so, and especially our population, our demographics.
I think you're right.
And somebody may be 8 years out or know that it's coming. Maybe their doctor has said, this is something we're looking at possibly, quite a ways away. At least they can begin to inform themselves and educate themselves.
Which is always the best thing to do whatsoever. And I want to just do a little shout out for the health fair this year. As Mike mentioned, it's Wednesday and Thursday, April 24th and 25th. Doors open at 7:30. Hospital, once again, this year is going to be doing all the screenings for free. And we get a great turnout for that. Do a 12-hour fast prior to having your blood drawn is always the best. I know it's hard to skip that morning cup of coffee, but skip it, so.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, not going to happen, Dr. Moore says. So, but that's a great opportunity then to stop by. Dr. Moore's staff will be there with a booth represented. Mike will be there, and we'll have all of our physical therapy folks out there. We'll have a balance machine that's out there, and boy, until you, if you
we'll
think
have several other physicians have those. So it'll be.
I think all of our orthopedic surgeons are represented.
Absolutely,
Yes.
Knox and cardiologists and that group, and I think Art
Green.
all Green. I think you're all there.
Hands, plastic surgeon, everybody will be there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can catch us all.
Yes, it's a great opportunity and to meet everyone and find out what's going on from there. But I love the idea of the forum, a community forum at the Veda Shed sometime in May. And we'll go ahead and we'll make sure you get that information as the date gets approved and finalized. So,
yep, absolutely.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen, this morning that you'd like to put out there and share with our viewing audience?
Don't believe so.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both very much. This has been
welcome.
Educational, lots of fun, very informative, just the kind of show we always love to have. So will you come back and join us again, Dr.
Absolutely.
Moore? Mike?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, you heard it.
You know where I stay. You know where my office is.
Yeah, right. Thanks so much for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections. We'll see you again next week.